Hey guys, welcome to episode 6 of our Minecraft series. You know, sadly, I'm trying to keep it a daily series, but it has been a little bit rough. I've been going through a little bit of things. I wanted to go visit a friend this weekend over in a town close by, so me and my roommate, we drove out there, so it was good to see my old friend. And when it's those kind of impromptu kind of things, you kind of just, yeah, you haven't seen a friend in a while, you want to go see him at his place. And it was nice to go see him. He lives in a nice town that's actually not too far, that's actually been growing. And it's just a cute little area he had, and he had a cute little puppy. And played with his puppy, and we watched Dune. Yeah, we watched Dune, the that sci-fi space opera movie. And then I didn't record an episode before we left that day, so that's why we didn't have one the day before and the day after. So we'll see on if I can continue it daily. Today is I'm gonna try to get this one up on Monday. If it is, then hopefully we can keep the streak going again. Okay, yeah. So I was doing a little bit of exploring around earlier, and I stumbled upon this small little village sect that's kind of far on the other side around the kind of what direction is that? That is east. So yeah, I went west from I believe the back that way where those bamboo are growing. I came through all that bamboo down here to the beach, to the lower plains and the beach, and I found this lone village area. I took a bit of security there. I slept for the night, and then I was able to. I just decided that I saw, a sunken ship, and I wanted to start recording so I can get that, because I know last episode I was struggling with the Nether. I really wanted to go. I was really excited. I am playing on hard mode, and I'm going to keep it on hard mode mainly just because I want to give myself a challenge. And I feel that I don't give myself enough challenges, so why not just do something simple where I can at least try this game in a difficult way. And it's a children's game anyway, so it's not like it's life or death. So I'm not too upset that I keep dying. I'm gonna leave you there, and I'm gonna check this sunken ship out. Yeah, recently it's been kind of difficult. Um, I think I've been dealing with a lot of anxiety over the series, kind of how I wanted to play it. Um, I feel like I gotta. Oh, what are these? Fire protection, moss blocks. Suspicious dude. Okay, I'll come back up. But yeah, I was feeling a little bit anxious about the series because I wanted to make it a certain way. I hold myself to kind of a high standard. I've been holding myself to a high standard of what I've been wanting to record and put out. And I feel like that's been kind of hindering me on what I want to create. I have been thinking about different series that I want to do, because to be honest, it has been a little bit difficult to record this series since I've been having such a hard time. And because I'm trying to say is that since I hold myself to such a high standard, I don't like putting out shoddy gameplay of myself. I don't want to put out me dying every 2 seconds. That's very annoying. I mean, I don't know, for a viewer, I don't, unless it's in a funny way, I don't really want to watch the person die a whole bunch unless, unless they have some sort of significance into it. So that's why I kind of found it from, like, I kind of think about content creation a lot as like a mini directorial kind of statement, essentially. Like, you're a one man. I'm a one man director. I'm an art director. I'm the writer, the lead storyboard artist, or the lead storyboard implementer, whatever terminology. I'm not super aware of what the titles are, but for all that it goes into film and movie creation for our favorite films, such as the very, very high grossing Marvel series of films, and the very, very high grossing Star Wars films that Disney released, including the short series that Disney is doing on Disney Plus. I am that sole creator of it all because for those IPs, they have a director, they have writers, they have other staff. But you, as a YouTube creator, end up being all of those things in one. And it's a mini kind of amateur, not in a rude way, but it is, for a lot of people like myself, a hobbyist or amateur, a love and want. But yet I still want to put out my best, and I don't want to put out something that's gross or not gross in like a literal disgusting. I mean like though I'm losing and I'm dying all the time, and I'm not at all winning, or I'm not progressing in any kind of way, nor am I doing or having any you know content that is like I'm not speaking about anything that makes any sense. Like I could just be rambling on about nothing, and then I have like an hour of footage, but then I can only cut down to like 17 minutes of anything usable because I wasn't ever speaking and actually dictating anything. I find that very difficult, and that's the thing that I have a trouble with when I come into this space where I want to sit down and it's like, okay, I'm trying to hold myself up to doing a daily series at the very least, doing it consistently, and which is what I think I'm doing. I mean, right now I'm not going to go a week without uploading. At least like you will have a upload a week. There is not going to be a if and or but about me not being able to get something out, because I want to put effort into this. I want to actually see it through, because that is what I think plagues my generation. Now I'm speaking to Gen Z sort of, and I know this is like a weird turn because I was talking about anxiety, but my generation, at least the people I've talked to, kind of feel and suffer from the same kind of things I was talking about. Who I'm saying that they have high anxiety, or that they are feeling that there's not a lot of ways to interact with people on the normal senses. For example, people a lot of times say that my generation, or our generation I'm speaking to, has difficulty kind of making conversation being effective in the workplace now, because of the technical, just the difference in oh wow, this is nice. Okay, I'll take that. I need to hurry up and get out of here. Yeah, go. Okay. But like I was saying, yeah, like a lot of people would say, I worked in high level tech buildings. I got the job there, but they would say, I've never met someone in my age range when I got the job at the time I was 19, like around that, that Gen Z generation that was able to talk and be comfortable in these kind of high stress, high, as you would say, like, uh, a high need, high important environments. A lot of times you would say that people like in my demographic would have a hard time, and that are crippled with either a plethora of things. I mean, I'm not trying to say, I'm not trying to sit here and say that all of Gen Z has some type of issue going on with them personally that is unlike any like an experience that was from any other generation before. When I got to thinking about this was from listening to the most recent episode of the Mindcrack podcast that just came out today. I think it was about 3 hours ago or so. And this is nothing against them. I love the podcast. I haven't finished it. I started it, but Good started speaking about soccer. He's a internet YouTuber person. I don't even think he does very many videos. I know he's big in the Minecraft community. Particularly was a viewer, I believe, of Goose. I'm not going to speculate on what he is about him, but I just know that they live together now. And soccer is my age, I think. I think we're both Maybe he's a year older than me. Maybe it's something like that. But he's around my age range. I mean, if you're in your early 20s, then you're around my age range. That's what I would say. Like Gen Z is like the biggest. So right now we're all in, most of us now are hitting our 20s. So, um, oh, is this a guy with the trident? Do I want to attempt him? Because I might die. It is hard mode. Where is he? Oh, there he is, and he smacked my boat out. Okay, okay, okay. I'm going away. I'm going away. Yeah, we'll need to. I want to try him because I do want to attempt to get the trident, but he might be too. Yeah, he's too good. He's gonna be able to throw it from a good distance. Anyway, Good was talking about how soccer has a lot of, Good and Sevidus, Good and Matt were talking about the two hosts of the Mindcrack podcast. We're talking about soccer, which is another person in the community that lives with Good and is a supposed to be third host of the show. Good was talking about soccer's anxiety that he has over the majority of his life, where it is he believes has caused him to not do a lot of things, which I feel like that is kind of the sweet story of my generation. A lot of us suffer from some kind of anxiety over the universe, over the world, because I think in a lot of ways, I don't know, I'm speaking of someone who's grown up there, and I'm that's what I'm speaking from my also own life experiences. I grew up very quickly from the internet, meaning I was, you were looking at sexual content from an early age. You were, uh, you know, probably talking with adults online without knowing. I was doing a lot of that. A lot of that. Heck, I used to even role play on Twitter. You know, as like, as that broke. But yeah, I would role play on Twitter, and that would be my way of learning. Like I role played as anime characters or characters in video games and or original characters, and you would do role play things. You would pretend to be them. You would write essentially fan fiction between two people on Twitter. That used to be a big thing. I don't know if anybody was ever a part of it as well or ever knew about it, but like I don't know. I was like 13 and I was Twitter role playing. It was called Twitter RP. I don't know if that was like ever a thing that anybody else ever is like was a part of growing up, but like I used to do that. It was just role play with random strangers who could have been pretending to be these. Essentially, most of them were childish characters. Anyways, I'm not gonna get too into it, but like you see, like you end up growing up quickly through the internet age. I think, and then having those experiences, but not having them a natural way where it was through, you going and meeting a girl for the first time and then ending up to have sex and, or whatever else. You know what I'm saying? Like where it's a normal progression. Instead, you had it kind of essentially glorified, and not essentially, but it was glorified through digital screen sense and digital sense, and then you might just harbor anxieties about the way you look and the way you feel from because a lot of the media and things like that. So that just goes to a whole thing. It spirals out from there. Do you see? Like I can't even stay on the subject on one talking point for one time because I know too well where it leads. Not from necessarily it affecting me, but I've had friends, significant others that have, deal with, not crippling, but I would say anxiety or, it, you know, body issues, body. Oh, whoa, 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 whoa. All right, she's still chasing. Ah. Well, what I'm saying is, yeah, social media, and if you've watched The Social Dilemma, or you've listened to podcasts about it, you know what social media does to you. So it's that effect. I'm saying that Gen Z is the first test case for the effects of it. You're already seeing what we can do now, finally, because we're slowly creeping into adulthood, slowly creeping into the working sector, slowly creeping into prominent voices. Now are going to be us, already are going to be our age. Think um, people are going to be more likely to lean in this direction. And we're going to see a whole shift in the dynamic in the culture. You're already seeing it now with everybody being a lot more understanding and willing and open to, and involving and loving of people. That's great. You're already seeing that creeping in, but you're going to see more of it. But then also you're going to see that part, and that's what. And back to my point, why it even came to my head was that Good was talking about how he seems to have no soccer has no want or will to do anything better for himself. And that's where I kind of feel like I'm stuck. And that's really why I wanted to start recording, and I did all this 20-minute rant to hopefully get here, which is that I feel that same way. I feel like I am helpless. I don't know what I'm doing. I don't know. I don't feel like what I'm doing necessarily is. I don't feel like it's the right thing. And so I know I have to kind of force myself to be better. And that's where it lies the struggle, and that's what I kind of felt for soccer. I haven't even finished the podcast. I only, like I said, I got 20 minutes into it and then just wanted to record. It's because I feel that same way. Us in Gen Z, I think a lot of us are feeling like we don't know where our place in this world is because the world has gone and grown so rapidly. It almost feels like, maybe I'm speaking out of term, but it almost feels like all the avenues are filled up. But of course, that's not the case, because in times of need, there will be ingenuity, of course, and that's just a given. That's just what always happens in time, and that's been proven over and over again. And I don't ever think that that's going to change. But I'm saying, who is going to be the next one of us? Now I'm just challenging, I think, more so myself. I really want it. I want to find out what is going to take us the next step. And I know that's a big question to answer. And that sounds like a silly question to answer. I don't even know how I got to questioning it here. But I want to find out what's going to take our level of humanity to the next level, and bring out, I know it sounds crazy, but bring out peace. I know what I kind of was talking about sounds kind of crazy, but it's just kind of the things that I ended up thinking about, you know, as someone who's in the next generation. Which one of us is going to take it to the next level? And I don't think, I mean, it hasn't happened yet. And yet that leaves so many of us feeling, I guess, feeling helpless. I think a lot of the times it has to do with our way of life now, where it is everybody's forced to get a job. Everybody is forced to start working into the system, and you just have to. You cannot do anything, and otherwise you can't live. And I don't know. I know it probably sounds like the ramblings of a young man, but I think it sounds a little silly. And I mean, what is this game? What does this game embody and mean? It was the initial way civilization started. Look at this. This is a small homestead. right down there, with 3 villagers frolicking around, living peacefully. That was life beforehand, with land open as the eye could see, and there wasn't the slightest inkling that anybody was near, other than maybe slight remnants, these, i.e., these ships, these sunken ships here and there. I mean, that is what this game embodied. We used to live in this way, living off the land, sharing with people, trying to keep our familiar histories together. And then, you could say through by ingenuity, by necessity, um, or you could say by greed, someone decided it needed to be more. And I don't say that negatively or positively, but I'm saying it matter of factly. I just realized I lost my mule through my ramblings. I don't even know where I left her. Oh, no, 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 no. I had to jump off. But why did I have to jump off? Because I went to a ship. I'm going to get my mule because I need to get my mule. That is important. She's important. She's just over here. I was going to go to their ship. That's right. But, I won't ever, I'm not going to sit here and say that it's the right thing to do to not have goals and to not have aspirations and to sit here and complain about the status of our society. I think the only way forward is action, and I think that I need to hold myself accountable. And I do like to put it here in I do want to go ahead and make this claim here, which is that I'm going to put my as much effort not just into this, but into all aspects in my life, so that way I can push to finding to finding that next factor that's going to change everything. And I don't know, it's just something that's in my head. So I don't know. I don't even know if this video is going to make sense. This is Minecraft philosophies. And I guess we'll cut back to next episode. I'll see you on the next one. Thank you for watching. Bye.